Okay, so this video is just going to be about how much muscle can you actually gain in a year and in your lifetime. Because to be honest, all the charts are complete bullshit. Like you'll see these charts that tell you like in your first year, expect to gain 24 pounds of muscle. And the year after, expect to gain 12, then 6. This is not even close to true. If you were to gain 24 pounds of muscle in a year, you either would have to have very freakish genetics or you'd have to be on some performance enhancing drug. That's just the truth of it. It's almost impossible to put on 24 pounds of muscle in just a single year alone, especially if you're just like an average guy like one of us, you know? Excuse me. So how much muscle can you expect to put on your first year? I would say if you're average, about 10 pounds. If you're closer to the upper end of average, probably 15. If you're closer, maybe like worse genetics, maybe it's probably like 5-6 pounds. But that 5 to 15 range, we'll say 10 pounds just to stick to the middle. That's most likely the amount of muscle you can put on in your first year of training. So that doesn't sound like much, does it? 10 pounds sounds like nothing, right? It sounds like negligible, but 10 pounds of muscle is actually a huge difference. Most people don't even know what 10 pounds of muscle looks like. If you like just took you, how you were, and added 10 pounds of muscle to your frame, it would look very different. It would be a night and day difference, all right? 15 pounds would be like a crazy difference, okay? Then how much muscle can you put on in your lifetime if you can put on 10 in your first year? Let's assume you're average and you can put on 10 pounds of muscle. So there's something called the law of diminishing returns, right? So let me just see which hand is this hand. Okay. So essentially once you start, you gain maybe this much muscle. And then as you keep lifting, since your body has a natural maximum potential of muscle, and as you get closer to the natural potential, the gains slow down. So you start here, you slowly gain less and less throughout the years. So maybe in the first year, you gain 10 pounds. Second year is probably more like 5 or 6. The year after, 3 pounds, 4 pounds, then 2-3 pounds, 2 pounds, 1 pound, 1 pound, 1 pound, until you reach your actual genetic limit, right? Because there is a genetic limit. It's probably anywhere from 20 to 40 pounds of muscle from where you are right now. 20 if you're on like the lower, like worse genetics end, and 40 if you're on like the higher, if you have better genetics for muscle building, right? We're assuming you're male for this. If you're a female, it's probably about half of that, maybe 10 to 20. So 20 to 40 pounds is how much you can expect to put on in your lifetime. If you're naturally skinny, you have to be honest with yourself. You're not going to put on 40 pounds naturally in your lifetime. Maybe just 20, right? But here's one misconception I'll clear up. I was watching this More Plates, More Dates video like over a year ago about Bryce Hall's, like a TikToker's steroid transformation, right? So he claimed to gain 40 pounds of muscle because he went from 145 pounds to 185 pounds. And he also was like lean with abs both times. Like he was lean with abs at 145 pounds. He was also lean with abs at 185 pounds. So that means he gained 40 pounds of muscle, right? Or at least 30. Not even close. People don't know how muscle works, really, or how muscle is. Just because you go from this weight with abs to this weight with abs does not mean that this difference in weight was mostly muscle. If I go from, right now I'm like 150, 15% body fat. If I go from this to 175, 15% body fat, that's not 25 pounds of muscle. That's probably like 10, maybe 12 pounds of muscle. So Bryce Hall realistically gained 10 pounds of muscle, maybe 12 pounds, just like I said. So you don't need that much muscle to look good. Adding 20 pounds of muscle to your frame might mean you actually add like 40 pounds to your total body weight because of things like water retention, you know? So this is like, once again, a very short video. I'm going to be experimenting with some newer, shorter videos because I'm trying to upload daily right now. And so, yeah, I'm just going to experiment with these shorter videos, see how they work out. Maybe I'll get some more attention on these videos, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.